So this video is sponsored by Pionex, one of the exchanges I use all the time. It's one of the main crypto brokers to Binance, so the volume is very high. The main thing that sets them apart though is that you can use free trading bots, a variety all designed to benefit from different market behaviours, whether that's up, down or sideways. You'll get 20% off all your trading fees for life with my link in the description. And if you join the Telegram, a lot of us already use it, so if you've got questions we can try and help you out. Hello everybody, welcome back. Let's have a look at the AI Multiverse. Is that what it's called? I think people are getting confused with this metaverse, you know, and maybe they're just buying it because of a typing error. So maybe that's the route I'll go down myself. I don't want to confuse anybody. It's got nothing to do with the metaverse. This is the AI Multiverse. Right, so started off, I suppose, and all previous analysis on this one has been wiped. It's all gone completely. But essentially, if we're just drawing it back in, we had a rough area of support. I suppose it's more of a blue boxy zone, and this is why I bought into it in the first place. It was between 2.2 and basically 2 cent flat. It was around about these zones. I saw this and I was thinking, well, this looks like a relatively decent support. And this was back down here before we broke down below it, which is obviously a bit of a shame at the time. Anyway, I said, look, it's a gamble, definitely a gamble. This one moves high. It's at a multi, well, I suppose on a daily support zone here. And yeah, if it were to bounce from here, it could be pretty awesome. If it breaks down from here, well, would be a real shame. We also saw that if we were to think about this in terms of consistency and consolidation and accumulation, this is why I didn't panic too much when we broke down below it, because we broke down below and then we broke out of the, well, I suppose you could call it the consolidation, hitting basically a brand new low and essentially the current low, which was about just short of 1.3 cents, just below that. And from there, we've basically gone into a pretty aggressive, epic uptrend in a very, very quick, fast turnaround, really. Measure it from the low to the high, 300% move in about just over a month, really. Pretty awesome. So, I suppose everybody's thinking about where we're going to go from here. I've noticed that other people now are tweeting about it. There might even be some more people talking about it on YouTube, because no one talks about stuff when they're dead flat and rubbish, because nobody wants to get in at a good opportunity. Everybody only wants to get in at the top. That's the nature of crypto, isn't it? So now that it's started to move up, I'm not saying that this is the top. It's a top, certainly, but it's not the top. Now people are talking about it. Whereas really what you should have been talking about was, if not this area, then I suppose this area. So anyway, those days have passed. What's going to go on from here? Well, we've got a nice brewing signal here on the Ichimoku cloud. In all fairness, it's looking pretty sweet. Green portion over here, price action above the cloud, cross, and all we're waiting for is the Chiku span to close above the price action. This will cause, well, I say it not will, but usually would cause a nice big pump, and given the fact that we've got relatively decent areas of targets, I would like to see the next big pump could take us up to around about 8 cents. So that's not going to happen now, so when you watch this video, be prepared for further downside, because we are pretty overextended, I have to say, but we are brewing a signal that hasn't been confirmed yet. We've got 3 of 4 components of this signal, and when that finally kicks in, I would expect a nice big move up to this level, about just over 8 cents. Now we are pretty high over here on the money flow index, and if we look over here, we've got top, and these correspond to these major tops. We've got our first major top here that came in at a read of 93, so pretty high, but we can always go higher than that. This one was 92, pretty high, you can always go higher than that. This one was about 91, and currently we are between about 91, 92. So both of all of these areas pinpoint potential tops, right? So I would be, well, cautious for anybody who would be looking to buy in at this level, because we don't have the buy signal confirmed yet. We are potentially at the peak of this current run, and again, there was a peak, obviously we went on to make a higher high. This is a peak, and I expect a higher high at some point in November. But you know, what are you going to do? You know, it's up to you. I'm not your financial advisor. Like I said at the beginning of the video, the best time to be interested in something is at its lows, not at its highs. Come on, at its lows, not the highs. Anyway, so yeah, I expect this to be a temporary peak. We could obviously get, spike a little higher before we consolidate down. The last consolidation here took what looks like about the best part of a 2-week period. We spiked over here at 3.8 cents. and we essentially bottomed down here at 46% retracement. Yeah, just short of 2 weeks. So 2-week consolidation period of 46%. That's the sort of thing I would expect to see from this kind of coin. I remember when I first got in on this, when we were talking about this on the channel, on the Telegram, I said it's a gamble. It's high risk, high reward, and so far it's been pretty rewarding, and I expect the rewards to continue now that it's beginning what looks like an uptrend. Well, I mean, it is an uptrend, but I mean consistent uptrend. If we break and start closing above $8, that would be the dream. 8.3 cents, basically this resistance trend line here. Then the next levels would be about 14 cents, 20 cents, and then I measure things on candle bodies rather than wicks. But yeah, I mean the all-time high is around about 26 cents. This could easily go higher than all of that, because if we think about where it's come from so far, and I've been watching this almost on a daily basis, and adding to it when it broke down after that consolidation ended and the accumulation began. So I was adding to my positions here, expecting November to be a big turnaround because of the weekly MACD had been turning up and diverging, waiting to go massively bullish for the majority of this downtrend. So there was basically a giant springboard brewing on this one, ready for it to pop. And it's popping at the moment, obviously, but I like to look at things on a weekly basis. I do think that this could pop a lot more than what it has done already. But I've lost my train of thought. But yeah, I mean, it's technically is in an uptrend, but it could go a lot further, in my opinion. But buying up these peaks would be, well, slightly painful for those who did it. And remember, this is still high risk to high reward. And the more that we go up, the higher risk it becomes, because the risk was high when I was buying down here. And I was saying that the only reason I started making videos on it is because I spoke about it in a Telegram, and I got a little concerned that people would just start blindly copying my trades, and so I had to make a video almost as a disclaimer saying that yeah, I'm interested in this one, I'm willing to take a risk on this one, buying at what I think looks like a very, very decent, strong support with a lot of upside to it. However, it might not work out. It's a very young chart, it's very basic analysis, and yeah, like I say, it might not work out. I mean, so far so good, and I expect it to continue, but it's still high risk, and it'll be high risk all the way up. Anyway, yeah, waiting on this signal. The signal could confirm if we close a candle body above the cloud area here, so we need to close a candle body above about 5.5 cent really for me to be confident in that signal to continue, on the immediate time frames. Otherwise, consolidation between now and about the I suppose in the next couple of weeks. Where's this cheeky span? How long is it going to take to get out of the cloud? About 9 days, so another week and a half at this level or below, and then we'll get that next push up to around about 8.5 cents. Right, so I'll leave it with you there, but if you want to know more and you want to join the Telegram, that's all in the link in the description. I do live streams twice a week. If you want to join the Patreon, we look at all kinds of altcoins for about 2 hours twice a week. You can join the Patreon, and yeah, hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.